That's kind of a start on something, isn't it? It's kind of a start. We could probably do something to make the head look a little bit more interesting. So maybe like some ice creams? It's a dessert monster. How's it going, everybody? My name is Fynnpire and we're back. We're playing Tiny Town VR. I'm just having a look at this place. You kind of forget how big this place actually is. Oh god, it's disappearing. Why is it going all the way over this way? Hang on, let's bring it back. You kind of forget how big this whole thing is when you're like right down inside of it, you know what I mean? But when you actually sort of bring it down like this and you look at it, you can see all like the little details and stuff like that. We've actually done heaps. And what I like about this is that you guys have come up with like a lot of the ideas, which is really cool. Some of you guys have suggested for this video that I make like a megalodon, which I'm guessing, I think it's like a giant shark or a giant whale or something like that. The problem with that is, those kind of animals are normally in the water. So to kind of put them in the water, we'd have to be like underground, you know, because this water isn't really water as such, it's like blue texture. So I don't know how that would work, unless it was like maybe like a shark or a megalodon kind of like breaching, you know what I mean, like coming up out of the water. Is that what you mean? I mean, we could definitely try and do that. I don't know how I would make a shark. I would kind of have to make it up. That, or I'd have to try and like model one in Blender or something, which would be a bit of a struggle, but I'm gonna get rid of that farmer. See you, farmer. Get out of here, champ. What we're gonna do with this video, though, I thought I would try and make not so much like a kraken, right? Because if you look over here, we've got this thing, which is pretty much like a kraken. It's like a giant squid. I was thinking more like, you know, like the Cthulhu type thing, the thing from like the Lovecraftian kind of stories and stuff. Basically the monster with like the squid face. I thought we could try and build something like that, or definitely make a start on it. And I also wanted to have a crack at building like a giant snake around this little kind of Eiffel Tower that we got going on here. So to do that, I'm first gonna have to turn off snapping, because snapping's just gonna drive me absolutely nuts. Man, look at this. Every time I see this stuff, it looks so cool. I gotta tell you, out of like all these things that I've built, one of my favorites is still the spider. Like, look at him. He's such a cool design. I like it. Let me know what your favorite is in the comments below. I mean, we've got, if we have a look, we've got like the Godzilla type thing coming up here. We've got the dragon with his dragon wings that are built. We've got this kind of, this robot mechanical guy. I can't even remember what he was. It's just kind of like a robot made out of like shipping containers and cars and things like that. We've got like King Kong climbing the tower there with his weird looking face and like missing teeth and things like that. We've got the giant worm. We've got the slime at the back. We've got the spider. Is there anything that I'm missing? I think that's pretty much it. We've got the giant crabs. We've got Trump the clown all the way down here who stacked it off his little whatever it is. What do they call it? Like a stretcher? That's right. Let me know what your favorite is in the comments below, because that'll kind of let me know, you know, what sort of stuff you guys have enjoyed me building. But for now, let's start getting this snake happening. So I thought I would build it out of some kind of shipping container or something like that. Just some kind of long rectangular thing. Where's the shipping containers at? Are they on here? Oh, there's blue ones or green? Green. It has to be green. Snakes are green, right? They're usually green. Alright, well, I'm gonna go for green. So if I shrink it down, yeah, look at that. See, that pretty much works. So I could kind of like join them up and basically build like a snake, alright? So I thought I would start with its body, kind of like, oh god, my hand. The tracking on my VR thing just went all crazy. Alright, HTC Vive, don't fail me now. Alright, if we put that like there, alright, that'll be a start. I kind of want to get like the middle sort of, you know, the middle sort of thickness of the body, if you know what I mean. Alright, so let's go like that. Okay, alright, we'll kind of have it like that. Then we'll, oh god, I cloned too many. Just want to shrink it down a little bit, because the body gets a little bit thinner. And I'm going to kind of have the head coming through this little gap here, alright? Clone it again. I just cloned it too many. Oops. Alright, and then kind of coming down like this. So I want his head sort of sticking out through the bottom here. I'm just gonna make that a little bit smaller again. Just because it would sort of go a little bit thinner as it comes to his head, I imagine. I don't know a great deal about snakes. which is a bit weird, given that I live in Australia, right? Like, I should know a lot about snakes. It would be the safe thing to do. I do know, though, and this is a fact, that Australia has, I think it's either 9 or 8 out of the top most venomous snakes in the world. That's right, they live here. Okay, so I'm gonna have that snake coming down like this, and then we'll have, like, his jaw kind of, I don't know, like, opening up, eating a car or something like that. Okay, and then we'll go back up this way. Just want to wrap it around this this tower. This is going to be awesome. Now, this particular place, it's like starting to fill up, this city of ours. I wanted to know if you guys had any other ideas of like some different lands or like areas or something like that we could build. I had a crack at doing like the Slime Rancher Ranch in the past, except it was alright, but it was really hard to do because there weren't a lot of the objects that you'd kind of need to build a Slime Rancher Ranch. But if you have any ideas of stuff we could do with kind of the objects that we've got, I mean, maybe it would be a lot easier now that we've got like the resize ability. I don't know. Okay, how's that? Hey, that's pretty good. Oh, awesome. That turned out better than expected. So now we need to get this snake's head going on. It would have to be like green though. That's the only thing. Like a very similar sort of green. This scarecrow thing's pretty creepy. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna put this over here. Just this giant scarecrow at the back of this person's house. There we go. How creepy's that? Yeah, it kind of works. Hang on. We need eyes for it, so we need kind of like black eyes. Or maybe even red eyes would work. And put an eye on the other side. Kind of looks like a snake, doesn't it? He needs fangs, though. Some big, crazy snake fangs. Hang on. Where's our pointy teeth? Here we go. Awesome. Like that. About ready to bite something. Yeah, I think it definitely looks like a snake. And if we kind of have this car, like, just like break right there, and it's got like another car smashed into the back of it, and then another one. So there's like a pile up. Alright, so there's like a car pile up here. We'll have like a person scrambling to get out of the car, or to get out of the way. So who would it be? Maybe like, just any regular old person. Like this guy. So this guy is like scrambling to get out of the car. Or to get away from this. That is cool. Alright, and then we'll get like another person with like their arm out the window or something. Hang on. He's kind of like hanging out of the car. He's angry because he smashed into the back of this guy. But this guy's like, what the hell, man? Just help me. I'm about to be eaten by this giant snake made out of shipping containers. So hang on, let's have a look at this. Let's get a good view at it. Yeah, look at that. I think that's pretty good. I reckon these teeth would look a lot better if they were darker, or maybe if they were like white or something like that. I think that'd be really cool. But for now, I think that's pretty awesome. I think it gets the job done. Let's take a photo of it. All right, snake. It's a bit dark because we're in the shadows here. Still a good photo. There we go. Nice. Cool, man. All right, let's get rid of that. Get that out of the way. All right, let's go back. I'm gonna shrink this down. I keep making myself sick, all right, by swinging around the city like this when it's giant, because everything just sort of comes at your face, and you get that real sense of like immersion, and it stuffs with your head, and it makes you feel really sick really quickly. So I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm gonna move things like tiny, and then I'm gonna move around. So let's try and start making our Cthulhu type, dude. I hope that's how you pronounce it, because that's sort of how it's spelt. and I'm uncultured, okay? But I'm trying. Alright, so let's get a squid. So he's got like a squid head. Okay. Squid head. We probably don't need to have much of a body, because the body's just kind of coming out of the water. Nice. Oh, look at that. That is so creepy. Alright, so he's got like a squid face. So we probably want like a bunch of squids. And then like the head of the squid sort of hidden behind, you know, like the rest of the head or something. I don't know what I mean. There we go. Oh god. Oh god. I created too many. There we go. And maybe like another one. Ooh, if I could actually turn the eyes around, so that the eyes are more like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Look at that. That looks so creepy. So now we need a head of sorts. Ooh, we could do a slime head. It looks like it has an afro. That's so stupid. I don't know how big this guy's supposed to be. Maybe we should make this bigger. Whoa, that is so creepy looking. Super creepy. Alright, now we could probably do with something to make like a body. Whoa. Whoa. Could this be a body? What is this? It's like a building. It's not really much of a body, is it? Everything's just gonna look like a hat on this thing, isn't it? Just like a weird hat. Maybe a donut would be good. Who could use a donut? Here we go. This thing has a donut head. Doesn't really work. I have no idea what I'm doing. Literally no idea. But that's how I do everything. That's how I make all the things. I start out with no idea, and then all of a sudden I have an idea, and then I sort of go with it. He's not looking very menacing, is he? Not very menacing at all. That's kind of a start on something, isn't it? It's kind of a start. We could probably do something to make the head look a little bit more interesting. So maybe like some ice creams? It's a dessert monster. Nice. Well, I don't know what I'm making, but it definitely looks like a monster. So that's a good start. Ooh, hang on. I have a bit of an idea. Maybe we could use an existing body of something. So we'll get like an old guy, maybe. Can we combine these two? Because that would be perfect. If we could just like hide it in here. Like hide the head somehow. Doesn't quite work, hang on. Make him a bit smaller. Could definitely do with a smaller head. Yeah, you can basically hide their head inside this. Oh god, oh Jesus. He jumped out and scared the heck out of me. Oh, that's creepy. Okay, his head's almost covered. I'll have to do something about the back there. But look, we could change this. Oh, that actually works pretty well. Yeah, that is so good. I think the head needs to be a bit more like that. Oh, hang on, I think it was right the way it was. That is so creepy. Oh, just need to do something to cover up the back of his head a little bit. Because I can see the actual back of the human head. Look, you can see that. Oh, look, if I go like this, check it out, I'm him. I imagine that's what sound he'd make, because he's just got all these tentacles and he can't talk. So he just goes because he's choking on them. There we go. And we'll put another one down here like this. This is definitely one of the most WTF ones I've done, okay? For sure. There we go. Look at that. That's pretty good. Maybe we can do something to sort of just widen this a little bit. Cover up a little bit more of the head. Whoa, that is cool, man. That is so cool. He looks scary. Looks super scary. Except for his clothes. We need another person. We've definitely created the head, okay? The head, I think, works pretty well. We just need, like, another kind of person. What can we do with these? Maybe, like, shoulder pads or something. It's like evil guys have shoulder pads. Racetrack. Construction. It's like a construction worker. All these people have caps. Let's get this dude, bro. He can be fighting him. Like, hey, you looking at my woman? You looking at my woman? Smack. Smack. Ugh. Man, this is such a challenge. Pig, giant pig. Pig's always a crowd favorite. Look at this. Here we go. It's a pig monster. The little legs sticking out. Those are golden. Or maybe just even an old woman. It can be our secret that it's actually an old woman all this time. Oh, that actually kind of works. Okay, let's put the arms up. Okay. Oh, that is pretty spooky. What do you reckon, guys? Do you reckon that works? I think it kind of works. We could even give it like a sword or like a weapon or something like that, or like carrying a boat, because it grabbed an old boat out of the sea. God, that's a big boat. Way bigger than it's a tiny boat now. It's like got a boat in its hand. Because it found a boat. Ah, it doesn't work. What about like a ship? It's just like little boats. It's got a boat in its hand. There we go. And a person falling out of the boat. Here we go. So this guy's like falling out of the boat. That's pretty cool. It's definitely the weirdest thing I've made so far. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this crazy kind of Cthulhu looking character we've created here. I don't even know, man. I've got absolutely no words for it. I'm gonna take a photo though, because I take a photo of everything. There we go. Nice. So give me some ideas on how we can improve this guy given the objects that we've got. I mean, bearing in mind that my skills with Blender and modeling things are pretty limited. I mean, I did make those wings. And they turned out alright. I mean, the wings... yeah, they turned out pretty good. Not too bad, I guess. But let me know in the comments below. But thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, give us one of these ones. I'll see you guys next time.